It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Cameron Hayward, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Hurts on the option right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he...
And he's here for Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Sometimes often...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw again. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Got a man. It's Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of two.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down. And
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they're going to be set. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg Calcaterra in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Swift again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Now a 2nd and 10. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the return this time will go up. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a first throw here in overtime. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
First throw there taken in by Smith. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust.
Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait.
Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short...
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Back to throw again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime
great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. The execution is pretty darn good.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.